Manny Stylez. First rave was 1996, February 4th. Master Plan at the Octagon. That was my first rave. What are your questions?
Alright. So what crew you from?
New breed, but I don't really break or pop. I used to pop, but you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just down like those are my peoples. You know what I'm saying? For support and whatnot. You know?
Yeah. So when you started raving?
Exactly. 96, man.
What was your first rave?
It's called the Master Plan.
Master Plan?
Yeah, it was at a spot called the Octagon out here in New York City. You know?
What's the address? You know the address for that?
It was on 33rd between 11th and 12th, but I think they changed the name of the club. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably like a different name now.
Okay. Can you tell me about that rave a little bit? How was it?
Yeah, well, when I first, I never really knew of the rave scene, you know what I'm saying? Like, my boy put me on to it, and, you know, he would come through to chill and whatever. He was like, you know, the kind of clothes he was wearing and shit, it was just like, yo, well, you know, what's this kid getting into? It all seemed very foreign. So, you know, after some time, he talked me into going to one. And when I first got there, like, it was pretty bugged out because I was surprised, like, how many people knew of this thing, you know what I'm saying, that I knew to be, like, pretty unknown. You know what I mean? And just the way they were dressed, and it was bugged out, man. It was like an underworld or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I first went, I went in there and I really wasn't feeling the music and whatnot. But then, like, after a while, you know what I mean, probably like the 8th hour of being there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was beginning to feel like the music that they were playing and shit. And I wanted to learn to dance, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to learn how to do liquid. And I don't know if I knew how to do it before my first rave. I think so. I think my boy was teaching me. So then when I went there, like, I was actually able to do a little bit of it, you know? Then I seen a few people dancing. I don't think anyone was doing anything too special. You know what I mean? That particular night. I remember it was a rave at Club Vinyl, and it was these 3 kids.
Was it NASA?
Oh man, I don't even remember.
Because I remember NASA used to be, those raves were called NASA. And
nah, it wasn't that. I don't even remember the name. I know my second rave that I went to was Equilibrium. Still, once again, I wasn't really seeing, you know, I guess anything that was too impressive. But, yeah, Party at Vinyl. I don't know the name. It might have been a weekly. Maybe it was.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, wait. It was Unity.
Oh, yeah?
It was Unity. Wow. I think Digital Domain was throwing.
Oh, shit.
And, there was 3 kids, these Asian kids. Fuck with their names, man. John, Philip, I think, and one other kid, you know, and they were doing liquid, but they were like they were making objects, you know what I'm saying, with their hands and shit like that. You know what I mean? And then, like, I was really like
they call that now build.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I was really like hung up on that.
Because I know I seen you do that stuff and I was like bugged out too. Like,
yeah. Well, they were like the first 3 dudes that I seen do that. And, you know, hey, man, I became like a full-blown raver after, you know what I'm saying, so long, you know? And that was my thing, man. I was always doing liquid, you know?
Yeah. Well, So your boys used to do liquid too, like from your crew?
Nah, actually, it was only me and that kid Jason.
Jason?
Yeah, kid named Jason Rodriguez. He got me into that rave, and then I ended up getting I won't say getting more into it, but I would definitely say I was more involved in the scene than he was, and you know, I started going out way more than him. You know what I mean? I was like at every friggin' event. You know, if I was home on the weekend, you know, it was like you know, I couldn't sleep, you know, because
yeah, remember that.
you know, a normal night you should be getting tired at like 2 o'clock. You know, when you're living like a nightlife, you know what I mean? 2 o'clock is the beginning of the party. You know, you're getting tired at like shit, man, I don't even know when. I used to like take a nap at 5, wake up at 6 and start dancing again, you know. And
so what kind of music you used to like dance back then? How the music was in the raves back then? See, to me, when I started, it was like very hard, like techno-y, like hard, you know.
Hard techno?
Yeah.
I think it was acid and trance.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it was acid trance. That was the shit that I think appealed to me the most, was trance, and then second would be like acid. But I definitely like that hard shit, you know, like hard trance, whatever. Like my favorite DJ at the time was Gonzo.
Oh,
and,
yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, and it's funny because my mom's was actually way before I got into the rave scene, maybe when I was like from 12 to 14, my mother was like promoting a club and or managing, or a little bit of both. And he was like our resident DJ, but it was so funny because at the time, like I really didn't have any interest for dance music, electronic music, you know what I mean? Pretty much just reggae and hip hop at that age. And you know, I used to just hate when this guy went on. You know what I mean? I think this was big before. This was before he was big in the rave scene. You know, so I used to hate when he went on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you got to get this guy off, and you know, obviously most of the people that came through weren't there for that. And then it was kind of funny how tables turned, because you know, after that, it was kind of like this guy became my favorite DJ. Meanwhile, like I could have been mad cool with him, and you know what I'm saying, and known him, but when he was spinning at this spot, it was like I couldn't give two shits. You know, next thing you know, I'm like, you know, he's like the greatest thing. You know what I mean? I could ever, you know, the greatest thing to be on turntables for me, you know? And yeah, man, he was the one. You know what I mean? I think I used to anticipate his sets, like if I would go to a party just because he's gonna be there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say that type of shit. Nostrum, you know, their songs were like my favorites and whatnot, you know.
Yeah,
so yeah,
I
that
remember
was the shit
Brainchild.
Brainchild, that was my shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to love that shit, man.